Howdy. What you're looking at here is lock work on this Thompson center. And you see this screw right here is completely boogered up. I cannot get it out. I've tried trimming it with, well, first of all, I soaked it in Croil, or as Mark Novak calls it, angel piss, and to see if that would do. And no, so far it won't do. So I'm going to have to torch it. Well, I had to run a screw down the bore to take out the powder and patch I had down there, which I did. And then if I figured this right, the next thing you see will be a bore scope I threw down the bore. Now this is a lesson. Do not leave your black powder firearms, cap and ball or flintlock, uncleaned. The old story is the sun never sets on a dirty gun. And I believe it. I believe it 100%. And when you see this, you'll understand why. Okay, the best I can figure, this thing was put away dirty and sat in an old unheated shop for something like 20 years, dirty. And that bore is the result of such. Now I've run a couple of brass brushes down through it after treating it with ballistol and poured out a whole bunch of dirty, scummy liquid a couple of times. And then I ran some Rem oil into it and ran the brushes again, and it came out dirty again. And I'd like to do that about 3 or 4 more times. As you can see, this is a smooth bore. Well, it started out as a smooth bore. It's a pretty pitted bore at the moment. So I don't know if I can fix it. In the old days, if a stock got, if a bore got that bad, you'd take it to a gunsmith and he'd basically ream it out. So you'd start out with a 50 caliber and, well, my ex-wife has her father's old 1827 Pennsylvania long rifle, and it's at about 68 calibers, but I'm pretty sure it was originally made in 50. And I think it had been put away wet, and somebody took it to a gunsmith, and they reamed it out to try and get that junk out of there. So let me get this out of the way. It's just a lesson to always, always, always clean your black powder guns. Yeah, I know. It's a pain in the butt to get it and run some water down there and throw maybe some ballistol and some oil after it, or maybe, just use lard, but use the water. You got to use water with a black powder gun. You've got to clean it. There's just no substitute for cleaning it. I particularly like moose milk, which is ballistol mixed 50-50 with water. It's a wonderful substance for cleaning things out. Ballistol is great because it'll mix with water, but it leaves an oily film behind. So rather than let a beauty like this go to the hell in a handbasket that this has become, I'm going to have to put a torch on this. I'm going to have to take it out of the stock, put a torch on this, and then see if I can ram this thing out. And if I can't, I'm going to have to drill it. I don't know. I'll have to drill it and then maybe put an easy out in it and see if I can get it out that way. If not, well, I've got some left-handed drills I could use. Maybe that would work. Anyway, I'm still figuring how I'm going to approach this thing. So bear with me. This is a work in progress.